Hey everybody, L'Oreal Carizi Question here, back again with more Roguelands. It's been a little bit. I have had an interesting week, to say the very least. That said, 1.0, Monday. Supposedly, if it actually comes out on time, ooh, I am excited. But because it's about a week earlier than I expected, I have not finished all the weapons yet, so we're going to farm that today. That's what we're doing. That's all we're doing. I apologize in advance if that bores you. But, you know, maybe you'll find it interesting. Anyways, come on. Yes, good. We're using a staff. Did we finish the gauntlets? We did. We haven't converted them yet, but we have finished them, so that's a start. I have plenty of these. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so we've got plenty to make the weapons. And for staves, I already had the 3 ultimates I promised someone else. I've already done the ether staves, I guess you would say. So we are on to, yep. We've got 12 left, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can do that. Let's see how long it takes us to do that. Okay. Back into the swing of things. Back into the swing. Back into doing absolutely nothing. This is going to be a long, boring grind, and I apologize in advance. But let's talk about 1.1. 1.0. The official thingamajigger release thingy. Okay, anyways. 1.0. Monday, the 13th. Interesting to release a game on the 13th. But I think that's fine. I love that number, actually. I think it's a good lucky number. Did I just skip? No, I didn't. Anyways, there's a lot of things coming. Supposedly, he's going to have uniforms and augments. Factions will actually do things. He'll have all the races finished, he said. We'll definitely have our staves and gauntlet ultimates. There's going to be more plot. We've seen tons of tweets with various monsters and things we're going to experience, and including what looks like a super fast, ultra big Uragurak kind of fight. And I think all of it looks amazing, and I'm super excited. Especially since some of those things look like they might be challenge 3 instead of 2 versions of monsters and enemies. I'm hoping we get a more difficult Caius and Whisperwood for Challenge 3, which I am still abusing, as you can see, to do all this, that to the surprise of no one, because that's just how you do this farm. It's really something that hopefully won't happen going forward. That said, it is also something that we won't need going forward. Like, I'm farming massive amounts of gear all at once, and if we can't do it practically anymore because of whatever he adds to the update, that's fine, since we've already seen all the things that there are to offer. I'm just super stoked, guys. I've been waiting for this, along with the rest of you, for some time, and it's been a long time coming. We've been, since the Kickstarter, excited about it. I've gotten this game for friends, and I've had friends that have convinced to buy this game. Try to do my part to make sure that Sean gets his support, because he's amazing to do all this. And Sean, if you've got a couple things you need to tweak, I mean, you know we'll point out your bugs and help you as always, and be patient with you, but if you got something to refine, and it takes a little longer than Monday, don't feel the pressure. Do it the way you want, do it right. We're on your side. We want to see a great Roguelands experience. I mean, I sure as heck do anyways, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Is this going? Okay, there it goes. I mean, right now, there's no end game, so all it is a grind and see how strong you can get. Supposedly, there is an end game as of Monday. I don't know if that deletes our character and all their armor, which would be a little frustrating, unless there's some sort of legacy system where they start at level 1 or something with the same gear, which would be cool. I don't know. I'm speculating. There's no answers, and that's great! I've also tried to limit what I've actually seen in his tweets and various things he stated, because I don't want to spoil myself. I want to get the full experience, beginning to end, of what he does to us in 1.1. Us we adventurers in his vast world. Ultimates are going to be there too, I'm hoping. If they'd better be. He kind of teased us with that a long time ago. Old Earth has very little purpose, really, unless you're farming the gold helmets and stuff. Which I don't... You know, I mean, I guess some of them are stronger or something than the ultimate gear that you can craft, but I just don't find that... Oh, I just blew it! That's a wasted run. Anyways, I don't find that as interesting. I find the ultimate abilities interesting, and they exist, and they don't do anything, and that's irritating to me. One of them, I suspect I know what it will do. I think I saw something like a skull that required magic or faith or something like that. I think it was magic, though. And I'm assuming it does what that one gun does, where it summons a little magic skull that floats up. But it doesn't strike me as a particularly powerful ultimate, so I'm hoping there's more to it than that. I'm just going off what I saw. Has anyone even actually tested every single ultimate to make sure that none of them function? Pretty sure none of them function. I'm almost certain I would have heard about it. But, I mean, who knows? I mean, someone does, but I don't. I have no clue about anything. I want the melee ultimates to be spectacular. I want the ranged ultimates to be really unique, change something a little bit. And I want the magic and... Why'd I go into this one? Anyways, I want the magic and faith ones to be some off-the-wall abilities. Magic would be very powerful damage spells, obviously, to make sense. And faith would be a whole new ballgame. Ideally. I mean, that's my opinion. So, I will mention real fast why I was away for so long, not posting videos. I've reduced it down to one a day in general, just because I was posting for no reason, for nothing. And I didn't have much time, not as much time anyways. And I'm going to have even less going forward, in a sense. I'm going to be making more money, ideally. This has been a job position opening, an opportunity for me. Hopefully get a better computer. It can do bigger and better games. Not that I would say anything is necessarily better than this. This is a type of game. But the point is that I won't have the restrictions I do now, if I am lucky. So it's been a lot of that and some personal things that have kept me away from streaming. And I didn't even get to post that I was going on kind of hiatus. I just went on it. And I apologize to my viewers. I know there aren't many of you really compared to most YouTubers, but I still appreciate you, and I thank you for watching, and I apologize for the delays and the non-existent videos for the past week. So I do know and appreciate what that means, so thank you if you're watching this and still following me. Today I am feeling great about 1.0, obviously. So we're farming weapons. We're doing very little else. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them on the stream here, but I am going to, until I'm done talking at the very least about Roguelands and the various things surrounding it, mention a couple things that I'm planning on doing later in the stream. After Roguelands today, because in honor of Sean and 1.0, I'm going to be doing Magicite, which I've never streamed before. I don't think I did. Did I? No, definitely not. I'm not going to be trying to do any fancy unlocks or anything to it. I've got everything except the Djinn, which I've come close in the past, but I don't feel like streaming my rage, so we're not going to be doing that. As entertaining as that might be, it would just be me dying over and over again trying really crazy stuff, and it wouldn't actually be as much fun as it may sound. So I'm going to see, because it's been pretty much since Roguelands I haven't touched Magicite, and even a little before, if I'm any good at it still, and if I can even win going in strong with the really good abilities, because I just don't remember much about the game at this point. I mean, it doesn't have a change between combat and non-combat, that's for sure, and it's got simpler effects and attacks, and it's all done in one run and sprint, Oh, that's not good. That's also not good. No, no, no. Okay, let's do this. Do this. Do this. Great. I just burned through a bunch of potions, but thank goodness for the fire potions, because that would have been a lot more HP. Survival is another question I'll bring up real fast in 1.0. How challenging will this stuff be to somebody like myself who has killed everything in just about every way? It's not like I've never died. I've got video of it. Just drank another potion. Smooth. I've got video evidence on YouTube of me losing high-level toon, trying to do something someone else recommended. And I've also don't have video evidence, but I did experience the Whisperwood the first time. Was a constant near-death experience in which I played with a friend. We both went in. Thank goodness we did, because we both died at different points, and the other had to save the other with like no HP remaining. But we also got access, of course, to our big pots for the first time, and that keeps us alive, etc., etc. Finally being able to farm every type of ingredient from tier 1 to 4. Big step. Tier 4 obviously doesn't create better weapons or anything, but maybe there will be an additional thing you can do with tier 4 and 5 stuff beyond just pots. I hope. I think that'd be really exciting. I don't know if doing more gear is the right move, or more weapons, because I feel like we've got plenty. I'm not the only one. I'm not everybody. I don't speak for everybody. We don't all think that there's already plenty of weapons. I think there's an insane amount of ultimates and things to experiment with, and potentially more based on the strengths and weaknesses of different abilities that we might get, and the augments, whatever they do. I hope the augments do fun stuff. I hope that there are uniforms and augments that add things very much like the hats and pets, where they have some specific effect on your game and your character for its entire existence. Which brings me to another point. I've considered completely restarting everything from scratch in this game to see what that's like again. I don't know if I will. I certainly won't at 1.0 like I was originally considering. But I may have to restart all my characters from level 1 at the very least with their good gear, depending on what actually happens. And that's relevant because I'm going to need to try the different factions and the different augments and such. I don't want to wiki literally everything, so I may not look that up. I may just test it, see what requires unlocking what, finish the game with high-level tunes to get unlocks, and all those good things. I would be really surprised if endgame for a character could be achieved multiple times. I suspect that it will be the end for a tune you've made. I'm just again hoping that it's not the end for all gear, because that's a lot of effort to get a full gold piece set and not be able to do anything with it. We'll see. I mean, this is all speculation and thoughts and random insights, if you want to call them that, from myself about things that no one knows yet. I say no one. I'm sure he's got somebody he's been helping and keeping in the loop to make sure things are smooth, or as smooth as can be anyways, and all that good stuff, because he's been pretty... I mean, we've had a lot of bugs, make no mistake. For a one-man development team with a game where you're making a ton of stuff from scratch, that's not that bad, considering he fixes most of them rapidly. Some are trickier. There's the infamous pink screen bug, which I've never seen, but heard tons about, of course, which I don't know if he's ever fully fixed, but that was a hard one to identify the cause of, so what can you do? When it doesn't happen to most people, it's hard to determine what causes it. For all we know, people were manipulating their game files, and it caused some sort of special crash, but the people who just bought the game were claiming to have it, so I don't know what the pink screen bug was, or how it was caused, or if he fixed it. I think he's tried in a couple updates and mentioned it in those updates, but whatever, I don't know. I don't have the answers to any of those things. We're almost a quarter of the way done with this little farm. And like I said, I may only do half of what I've got left on this stream and do the rest tonight in prep for Monday. I have a lot of things going on Monday. I don't know when it's going to be released, if it's late or on the spot when Monday rolls over. If it's when it rolls over, awesome. I'm super stoked about that. I'll be able to play a little bit in the morning. But if if Monday goes well for me on a personal level, I'll have more time later in the week. If it goes poorly for me, things may not change as much as I want them to. But that's just how it goes, how life goes. You know what, I'm going to, because I just got a call I have to take in a second, finish these 3 and call Roguelands because there's not much more to talk about. I'll do the other 9 weapons tonight, and then I'll convert them all before the update, because I don't know if it's going to change what I can level and what I can't, and I want you guys to be able to see all those gauntlets and staves. But we'll find out together. I'll do that tonight, like I said. So, let's get this one to max, and then we'll call Roguelands, and then I'll take that call, and then I'll be back with Magicite, which ought to be entertaining, I hope. Cross your fingers that I don't suck completely, or if I do, at least you laugh at it. So, 3 more levels. We got 3 more levels to go. We're going to be fine. Magicite. If I had someone in the stream watching me, which, again, it's been a week since I've been around, so people have probably stopped watching me, I hate to say. But, you know, that's how it goes. I would be asking them how I do that run. But as it stands, I think I'm going to do a Magicite run where I play magic. Magic characters are fairly weak, it feels like, in Roguelands, so let's enjoy the old Magicite magic characters. I'm going to make him over the top, powerful if I can, really fast, and just have a blast with that. Okay. No. No. Oh, no. No. I've gotten 1 gold ring in all this farm, because I'm obviously not opening every chest for fear of taking damage, but, you know. Did I just go? I did. I prematurely clicked, and now I'm in the dangerous area. Smooth, but maybe it'll make this little bit exciting for a little bit. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nope, 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 nope. Going this way, going this way. Going this way. Okay. We got through that with no problem at all, and it was boring, and I apologize that it wasn't more interesting. But we've only got 5 more sprints before I'm done with this weapon, so that's something. Alright, came in, came in. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm running out of things to say about this particular game at the moment. I mean, there's all the 1.0 hype, but I can't add to that. It's what it is already. So, my limitations aside, hopefully some interesting things will come out of it. We'll all have a good Monday, or Tuesday, depending on when it's actually released and where we live. Or later, if he takes it back and says, I'm sorry, I gotta refine a couple things I realized were serious bugs. I don't know. I don't know how heavily he's working on it now, or if he's mostly finished and resting for Monday. I like to think that he's probably worried sick about bugs and keeps coming back in and tweaking things. But that's just because he seems to be really precise in what he does or doesn't do. Come on. There you go. No. One more run. One more run. Caius, I've ignored you for so long. Haven't fought Caius for a while. Just been farming through your level. Pretending that sometimes that these little things on the side can hurt me. And we finish. Okay, so yeah, we've got one. These are all done, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. That's one farming session. That's nothing. That's half of. That's a quarter of all the staves and gauntlets, and that's not as bad as it seems sometimes. Still got plenty of HP potions. Haven't been seriously crippled most of the time. So, when did I last check this? A little bit. That's safe to say. Put these in here. Alright. So, thank you everybody so much for watching Luriel Karzi question, and I will be back in about 5-10 minutes, depending on the phone call, with some Magicite. That'll be fun. Take it easy.